Good day. Today we will be discussing the global city, examples of global cities, and characteristics of global cities. Sa characteristic of global cities, makahibalo ta sa inlaing attributes or kanus ang matawag ang usa ka syudad o city na global city. So, let's start. According to Longhorn, just as the great industrial cities grew from the industrial era, global cities are the product of the global economy. So, produkto daw sa global economy ang global cities. Any definition of the global city start with its economy and with its place in the larger global economy. Di ba ang global economy is defined as the sum of activities that take place both and within a country and between different countries. Unya, each country kay na-separate o buwag na unit with its own industrial production, labor market, financial market, and resources environment. And now, we have a better understanding on how a trade market integration in the contemporary world happens. Again, when we define globalization, ang mga nakita nato na definition kay basically nag-focus sa economy. Karon kay ang giingon nato ani kay global cities man kay produkto sa global economy. So let's first define what is global cities are. Global city is an urban center that enjoys significant competitive advantages and that serves as an hub within a globalized economic system. The term has its own origins in research on cities carried out during 1980s, which examined the common characteristics of the world's most important cities. However, with increased attention being paid to process of globalization during subsequent years, these world cities came to be known as global cities. So pag 1980s daw naigihimong research bahin sa world cities. Unya gitanaw kung unsay mga differences o similarities sa mga syudad ug unsay nag-highlights isip usa ka world cities. Center of Commercial, Center of Education, Center of Culture and Commerce. As compared sa other countries or as compared sa other countries of the world. Global cities are strategic sites that manage and guide the global economy. Many of these cities were already centers of international trade and banking. Sakiya Sasain is a sociologist and leading theorist of global cities. Ang research niya kay nakapokus jud sa global cities. So since concept of global city emphasis on the flow of information and capital. Cities are major nodes in the interconnected system of information and money. Wealth that flows facilitate financial institutions, consulting firms, accounting firms, law firms, and media organizations. Cities are major nodes in interconnected system. Nagsilbing nodes daw, ang example ni kay sa tanom. Di ba sa tanom o halaman na ay bagong mutubo na dahon o stem. Sa isa ka stem na ay point na ana na pod mutubo ang bagong dahon na pod og stem mao na gitawag na node sa botany. Then pwede daw nato i-compare ni sa node sa global cities. Ani na moagi ang bagong elements sa isa ka syudad. Elements na pwede sa education, economy, culture, o arts. So, ang city na ang major node sa interconnected system. Complex daw kaayo ang globalization kay naani ang economy, culture, politics, mo na idea sa global cities. So, ari na punta sa examples of global cities. So what are the examples of global cities? So we have Tokyo, Japan in the picture. It has a backdrop of Mount Fuji. In the other hand, this is New York in the United States. Unya makita nato sa middle ang Central Park. Kung moingon tag Tokyo, unsa kay una natong mahuna-hunaan? Diba makahuna makahuna-huna dud ta og advanced technology, a very good transportations, bullet trains, and a very efficient transportations. O kani na syudad dako kayo ni. Kung mayon pud ta og New York, dili pud basta-basta kay kahibaw man ta na naa sa New York City ang headquarters sa United Nations. Napo dito ang daghang skyscrapers. So these are the top cities ranked by number of large companies sa 2013. Pila ka dagkong kompanya ang naa sa isa ka syudad ani sa 2013 ug tagpila ang profit, ang revenue in billion dollars kung atong makita. Mao ni ang top 20 na naay pila ka daghang number sa large companies. Kung moingon ta og large, mao ni ang mga kompanya na naay global scale. Ang ilang operation, makita nato na naguna jud ang Tokyo, ni sunod pud ang New York ug London. Naka-highlights ang Beijing, Moscow, Hong Kong, Taipei ug Singapore guys. Kani ang mga emerging cities during that time. So unsa man di ay ang emerging city? A city is considered as one of the emerging ones when there is a clear potential for the creation of jobs, a healthy labor force, and organized and well-regulated land use. So let's move forward to 2019. According to the Global City Lab, this is the top 10 of the 500 cities in billion dollars. Kung unsa ilahang brand value, pareha adtong niingon ta og makahuna-una ta sa Tokyo na advance ilang technology, ug sa New York pod na ang headquarters sa UN. So mao ni ang top 10 na cities: New York, London, Tokyo, Paris, Los Angeles, Sydney, Berlin, Singapore, Hong Kong, and Toronto. Kung atong nabantayan, naguna gyapon ang New York, Tokyo ug London. So kani nagpakita na sa mga global rankings unsa jud ang mga cities na maguna.
How does a city become of a global city? So, dito natin malalaman kung paano magiging global city ang isang bansa base sa characteristic ng global city at mga indicators nito. So, I am Cherry Augues. According to Longhorn, there are 4 pillars of urban life. There should be a balance between 4 pillars of urban life. First, civic. An effective city government supported by institutions of civil society, such as think tanks and foundations, especially those embedded in the global society. So, this is institution supported by government and especially those embedded in the global society. Second is commercial, a powerful business community with global connections. So, hindi lamang nasa isang bansa ang business mo, kundi dapat ang koneksyon ng business mo ay sa global o buong mundo. Third, educational, both higher education and K-12. Dapat ang city na ito ay nag-o-offer ng quality higher education and K-12 because K-12 is yun yung, kumbaga, the standards sa buong mundo. Fourth, cultural, the arts and entertainment that give the city its soul. So, kailangan may cultural part din at arts, entertainment sa isang city. According to our local authors here in the Philippines, there are some indicators of global city. Seat of economic power. Economic power largely determines which cities are global. Kailangan ang isang syudad ay seat of economic power. For example, ang New York, it has the largest stock market in the world. But take note, Tokyo, Japan, it houses the most number of corporate headquarters. Actually, New York and Tokyo are closest competitors. Another one example, ang Shanghai sa may China, kunti lang ang stock market compared to New York and Tokyo. But take note, it plays a critical role in the global economic supply chain. Simula nung ang China ang nagiging manufacturing center around the world, kung kaya mapapansin nyo, majority ng products sa Philippines Kung titingnan nyo yung cover o balot ng item, most of the time, ang nakalagay doon ay made in China. Because China became the manufacturing center around the world. Most of the products doon ginagawa sa China. Economic opportunities in a global city make it attractive to talents from across the world. Actually, since 1970s, many of our excellent and competent IT programmers and engineers from Asia have moved to San Francisco, California. So bakit sila lumilipat sa San Francisco, California? Because they want to become a part of the Silicon Valley. So, Silicon Valley ay isa siyang kumpanya na makikita sa San Francisco, California. And also, it serves as a global center for a high technology and innovation. Economic competitiveness. To measure the economic competitiveness of a city, the Economist Intelligence Unit has added other criteria like market size, purchasing power of citizen, size of the middle class, and potential growth. Based on the criteria, papasok na naman si Singapore. Alam naman natin na ang Singapore, napakaliit lang yan na bansa. The tiny Singapore is considered as Asia's most competitive city because of its strong market, efficient, and incompatible government and livability. Kumbaga, sumusunod si Singapore sa Tokyo, Japan when it comes to Asia. According to some studies, Singapore is widely regarded as one of the safest countries to live in the world, with consistently low crime rates, a transparent legal system, low poverty, and so on. Center of authority. Global cities are also center of authority. Washington, D.C. may not be as wealthy as New York, but it is the seat of American state power. Hindi lamang siya nagre-rely sa economic power para masabi ang isang city na global. So mapapansin niyo na ang Washington, D.C. hindi naman kasing yaman ng New York, but it is the seat of American state power, kaya siya kinukonsider as a part of global city. Ang mga major landmarks ng USA ay ang White House, and of course ang kanilang Supreme Court, at yung Washington Monument. Center of political influences. The cities that house major international organizations may also be considered centers of political influences. For example, saan ba natin makikita ang headquarters ng United Nations? It is in New York, USA. How about European Union headquarters? It can be found in Brazil, Belgium. ASEAN headquarters, it is in Jakarta, Indonesia. And Jakarta also the capital of Indonesia. European Central Bank, it is based in Frankfurt, Germany. Centers of higher learning. Global cities are centers of higher learning and culture. A city intellectual influence is seen the influence of its publishing industry. So many of the books that people read are published in places like New York, London, and even Paris. Another example, one of the reasons why tourists visit Boston is because they want to see the Harvard University. Well, we all know naman siguro that this is considered as the world's top university. Ito ay makikita sa Boston, Massachusetts sa USA. Another one, karamihan din sa teenagers sa Asia, they are moving to cities in Australia because of the learning English language universities. Education is currently Asia's third largest export after coal and iron. Kung kaya mapapansin sa Philippines, yung mga artista, kung magka-college ng kanilang mga anak, mas prefer nilang pag-aralin sa ibang bansa. Characteristic of global city. Longhorn characterized global city. Economic attribute. No city is a global city unless it is an economic powerhouse dominant in finance, trade, manufacturing, or business power. and services. Ekonomiya ang panlaban para sa patuloy na pag-unlad ng isang bansa at para magiging isang global city ito. Population size. All global cities are big cities. 3 million people or more. It took size to offer all the attributes needed to be a global city. So, sa population size, hindi lahat ng may maraming tao sa isang syudad ay pwede nga ma-include sa global city. Human capital. This means having a storehouse of smart, educated, creative people. The percentage of the population with a college degree counts. So does the number of universities under quality. Kailangan ang global city mo ay mayroong mataas na percentage ng mga taong nakapag-aral. Creative, matalino, educated ang university na nag-o-offer ng mahusay na edukasyon at may mataas na kalidad. Culture. A strong economy pays for the museums, university, symphonies, and theaters that make a city more than a labor pool. This is also a draw for global cities have a palette of place to live. So, kailangan makonsider din yung culture, hindi lamang strong economic. Kasi ang mga global citizens, may interest sila sa art, music, and kapag walang ganun ang global city mo, then it probably won't fit to be a global city. Tourist. Because global cities are so big, so vibrant, so much fun, they are magnets for tourists. Tourists themselves are major export industry. They come from outside to buy what a city has to offer. So, tourists, it drives the economic. Small business, big businesses. Kapag may mga turista, bibili ka ng mga pinoproduce sa city na yon. So, dapat ang global city has to offer that to the tourists. Connectivity. For the most part, this means air and digital connections to the rest of the world if global cities are were global citizen. So, kailangan ang airport mo ay maayos, maganda, hindi yung worst airport. Kailangan ang airport mo is welcoming people from all around the world. Dapat din, in terms of connectivity, ay dapat maganda ang internet connection mo, ang digital connections. Because, when the global talent goes to your city to work, they will depend on their professional and their personal lives with the internet connectivity to connect with their relatives and family around the world. Quality of life. These include public transit, transportation, yung mga taxis and trains and buses. The environment, safe streets. Kahit maglakad ka ng 10 oras ng gabi, walang mangyayari sa'yo. And good healthcare and efficient and home of local governance. A reputation for corruption, population, or crime will damage a city's and competitive power. So, hindi ka na competitive kapag laging may balita na krimen, droga, population, corruption, at iba pang klaseng mga crimes. So, nakakaapekto kasi ito sa reputation sa brand ng isang city. It's so, ang sinasabi ni Longhorn, ito yung mga characteristic of a global city na kailangan mong tingnan.
Hi, good morning guys. So before I start, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jenny Peñora Lapape. So isa ako sa magre-report about of global city. Yung part ko is summary. So here's a summary. Given this characteristic of the global city, yung mga katangian na bibigyan ni Ms. Jenny, can the city of Manila, the Philippine capital, be considered a global city? Manila is not very global because of the dearth of foreign residents. So sabihin nito is Manila is not very global. Kasi nga, pag ang mga Pilipino, mga Pilipina, nag-aasawa ng mga dayuhan, mga foreigner, iba kadalasan talaga sila ninirahan sa kung saan naninirahan ang dayuhan. So, kakulangan ng mga residenteng dayuhan yung Manila. Kaya, nasasabi natin na ang Manila is not very global. So, global cities run the world. Their banks and markets finance the global city. So, yung mga banks nila, mga markets nila, nag-finance the global economy, yung mga global mga ekonomiya. So, their corporate headquarters, mga punong tanggapan, and global business services make the decision that shape the economy. Kaya, yung mga punong tanggapan, mga global businesses, services nila ay gumawa ng mga decision na makakaano sa economy, mga para sa ekonomiya. So, their universities train the global citizen of the future. So, yung mga universities nila doon, sinasanay ang mga global citizen para sa future. Ano yung future? Para sa future. Kinabukasan. While the researchers imagine the future. So, dito naman tayo, ang global communication radiate from global cities. So, ano yung ibig sabihin nito? Global communication. So, ano yung mga halimbawa ng global communication? Ito yung mga tradition print publication, global advertisement, political speeches, at journalistic. So, nandoon, yung mga binanggit ko, mga global communication, nagniningning, project, liwanag, mga ganyan, from global cities. So, for example yan, New York, nandun yun. New York, global cities yun. New York. So, yung New York, nandun yung mga traditional print publication, mga global advertisement, yung mga mga sikat, mga sa mga global communication. So, yun. So, these cities are the finest orchestras and museums, the best restaurants, the latest spots. So, yung mga cities, global cities, nandun yung mga finest orchestras. Ano yung orchestras? Mga orchestra finest. Mga sikat na orchestras, mga sikat na mga museum, mga best restaurant, mga pinakamagandang restaurant, nandun yun sa global cities. Sa mga latest spots, ano yung latest spots? Mga panibagong uso, mga panibagong trending, ganon. For example, New York na naman tayo, mga Singapore, Hong Kong, mga ganyan. So, sa mga cities na binanggit ko doon, meron sila mga finest artists, mga museum, mga best restaurant, mga trending, mga panibagong uso. So, yun, yung mga sinasabi ko. So, global culture thrives to the magnetic best of global cities. Longhorn, 2015. So, according to Longhorn, if global cities monopolize global power, they also struggle disproportionately with the pathologies of new economy. So, ano yung ibig sabihin ng sinabi ni Longhorn? So, ayon kay Longhorn, kapag yung global cities is sinarili nila yung global power from the word monopolize, sinarili nila yung global power, they also struggle. So, mag-struggle din sila. Disproportionately, walang katiyakan ng magkaroon ng mga pathologies. Ano yung pathologies? Mga pathologiya. So, ito yung mga this includes inequality, terrorism, pollution, climate change, mga kawalan ng ekwalidad, mga terorismo, mga pollution, mga climate change, mga traffic and drugs, and human beings, the stresses of immigration. So, migration are felt first and hardest in global city. So, yun yung mga binanggit ko ay yun yung makakapag-hardest sa global cities, makakapag-pahirap sa global cities. Like giant magnets, these cities draw the best and the worst and stir them into an urban mix unprecedented on its complexity. So, yun lang yung summary ng global cities. So, I'm hoping na meron kayong natutunan, nakukuha ng mga information, mga knowledge about of global cities. Kung meron na kayong mga question, mga clarification, maaari nyo kaming i-chat sa GC. You can chat us on our GC para sa mga katanungan nyo, para mabigyan namin ng kasagutan about sa paksa na aming tinalakay, about of global cities. Until lang, and thank you for watching.